Hi, I'm Robert Nicholson, President of the ED Treatment Information Center, and today we're going to be unboxing the Phoenix. Now, the Phoenix, which was formerly called the Rocket, is a device for performing shockwave therapy for ED at home. There's a lot of clinical evidence that says shockwave therapy is an effective treatment for vascular ED. And it works two ways. First, it actually damages your tissue at a microscopic level, and when your body heals that damage, it creates new blood vessels in a process called angiogenesis. Second, it breaks down the plaque that blocks blood vessels and improves circulation to the penis. The problem with shockwave therapy is that until recently you had to go to a clinic, and it was an expensive process, several $1,000s for a series of treatments. Plus, you may not live near a clinic. So with the Phoenix, you can now order a device for $750 that allows you to perform shockwave therapy at home. And this device is designed to deliver the same frequency and energy signature as the clinical devices. So we ordered a Phoenix so we could show it to you. First thing is, the box is pretty unobtrusive. It doesn't say, penis repair kit or anything on the box. On the shipping label, it does say Launch Medical. So somebody could conceivably see the shipping label, figure out what you're buying, but that's a pretty small problem. Now let's open up the box. Lots of tape here. Okay, so when we open the box, there are several things. This is a vacuum pump or penis pump, and they advise that you use this as part of the treatment protocol along with the Phoenix itself. So I'm just going to set that aside for the moment. This is the box that the Phoenix comes in, and it's a really nice, attractive package. And when you open it up, you've got, disclaimers here, you've got the user manual, and here's the device itself. Now, there are several parts to the device. This is the Phoenix unit. And it's pretty heavy. It's a very hefty, well-made piece of equipment here. There's also a power supply. Now, you do need to plug in the Phoenix when you're using it. It is not a rechargeable device. It takes a lot of energy to operate this thing. And finally, this is the cone. This little part actually comes in contact with your penis during the treatment. You need to remove it and clean it after every treatment, and that's why it's a separate part. The way you install it is by loosening the nose cone here. I'm having a little difficulty with this, so here we go. Unscrew this. You put the cone in. You screw it back together. So it's just that simple. But remember, you need to remove this and clean this after every use, and you can clean it with alcohol or any disinfectant. Okay, other things in the box. This is lidocaine cream, which is a numbing agent. They only give you 3 packets of this cream, but let me tell you, I've talked to dozens of people online who've used the Phoenix, and everybody says it's not painful. You don't need the numbing cream. If you've ever gotten a tattoo, this is way easier than getting a tattoo. The other thing, and they give you about half a dozen packets here, is what they call heat shield. And actually, this is a misnomer. It's not a heat shield, it's a lubricant. And what it does is makes it a little easier to move the tip of the rocket up and down your penis. And it also transmits the sound waves or shock waves. They only give you 6 packets of this. You can use any water-based or water-soluble lubricant that you buy online. So if you want to use, KY or whatever your favorite lubricant is, you can buy a big bottle of it, and that's all you need. Okay. When you're ready to start using the Phoenix, don't worry. There are a lot of instructions online. They've got a great how-to video, about 10-minute video that tells you everything you need to know, and the URL is on the card that's included in the packaging. One thing I do want to comment on is that a lot of guys have said the Phoenix is very noisy, and they're right. It's not quite jackhammer, but it's definitely more than vacuum cleaner. So let's turn it on so you can hear for yourselves. I'm speaking here in a fairly loud tone of voice or project. Let's see how this compares. Okay, so maybe it is kind of jackhammer noisy. Just something to be aware of. You're going to want to find a quiet room where you can close the door with access to an electrical outlet, because you do have to plug in the Phoenix in order to use it. Let's take a look at one more thing. Let's take a look at this pump that is included. Now, this is an optional add-on item. If you already have a pump, you don't need to buy another one, although they do recommend that you use a pump as part of the treatment plan. The pump that they've sent here is really very nice. The great thing about this particular pump is that it has a pressure gauge, and that's really important because you want to be able to regulate the amount of vacuum, how much you are pumping, and be consistent and follow a treatment plan. So if you do buy a pump on your own, look for one that has a vacuum gauge or pressure gauge. Okay, that's it for today. I'm going to be working with the Phoenix over the next few weeks, and I will definitely be posting a follow-up. Again, this is Robert Nicholson from the ED Treatment Information Center. Our website is edtreatment.info. You'll find all sorts of information on shockwave therapy, as well as a lot of other treatment information for erectile dysfunction. Till next time, thanks.